Dr. Mark Bassard, healthcare stocks outperformed the overall market in 2012 despite worries about Obamacare. Do you expect a repeat performance in 2013?
Well, if you look, Greg, over a 10-year period, a 5-year period, a 3-year period, and a 1-year period, you'll see that healthcare stocks performed in line to better than a broader market. And I don't see any reason going forward why that trend would change. I think principally demographics are on the side of healthcare companies with the largest growing population, i.e. the older and elderly, being exactly those people who require the greatest amount of healthcare, and that is just a tailwind to all of the companies. And emerging market growth, you can't kind of forget about that, and people's desire to better their way of living, and healthcare correlates very nicely with that.
Well, it's fairly quiet on the M&A front in big pharma. Do you expect that to change next year?
Well, there's so few left. There are now only, I guess, 4 large cap pharma companies in the United States and just a handful outside the US. So I guess I would have a hard time specifically calling for a large M&A transaction, though I would absolutely expect that large pharma companies will continue to tuck in smaller other pharmaceutical and biotech companies.
Well, speaking of biotech companies, biotech had a great year in 2012. Any big winners you see going into 2013?
Well, we remain very large shareholders of Gilead and are very optimistic there. Our belief is that they are about to enter Act 2. Act 1 was their HIV franchise and its kind of birth, incubation, and ultimately dominance. And we think they're getting ready to do the same thing in another disease called hepatitis C. So we're very optimistic about Gilead's prospects.
Biotech did well, but medical devices, however, did not do as well because of worries about a tax from Obamacare. One stock that you like there is Edwards. Tell me about that one.
We do like that, and you're exactly right, Greg. That whole space really suffered from kind of the introduction of a medical device tax and the market discounting the impact of that tax on the companies. Edwards specifically is really exciting because they've got, just now they are launching in the United States a transcatheter aortic valve replacement. So rather than the traditional open heart surgery required to fix an aortic valve, they've got a way to do that through what is essentially a needle puncture in a blood vessel in your leg. So less invasive surgery, patients recover more quickly, less pain, they get out of the hospital, they get back to their life. So we're very optimistic about that product and the company's future.